Okay, very quick update just to look at one particular pair, and that is US Canadian dollar. We finally have some clarity on this with today's break of trend, and what I am going to run as wave 5 overall for the preferred view. That we have another low into this region, basically 132x. So from here, from the wave 4 high, this can be counted as 1 of 5, 2 of 5, and we are now in 3 of 5. So I would look for this to continue down. The trend is down. It failed on any bounce today. One of the Bank of Canada governors, I believe, came out and spoke about how it's time to reassess easy policy and easing in general. So that caused a sell-off, strength to return to the Canadian dollar. And if this is wave 5, just to talk about this, if we have a completed sequence here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a bit lower, but there's a lot of support in this region. But if that is wave 5 here, the expected move would be a larger wave 2 bounce. So something like, if we can find a low into this region, 133, 132x, some type of 3-wave bounce like that, and then the big sell-off overall to the idea of 125 or so. So this has been working well since the high. We had the sell from up here. The only confusion came down here, and wave 4s are notoriously choppy. It seemed to be getting too large, but of course now it makes sense that if wave 4 stopped here, this is already part of the decline. And so this is well in proportion to this overall. So for me, that works fine, and I would judge it overall. I cannot rule out a more bearish scenario. For example, this being 5 and this being wave 2, and now we're in a huge 3 of 3. It is possible, but I think it's less likely. And I'm going to stick with the most obvious count that I've been running since the beginning, in that we are now probably in wave 5 overall of the whole first segment and then a bigger bounce. I will go over the other Canadian pairs later. I just wanted to cover this now because there's been some clarity. So I would look for this to find some support probably in the 132x area perhaps, and then something like a bounce overall for a bigger wave 2 correction. Okay, so this remains bearish, and generally that's, in my opinion, now completely done for wave 2, and we have a grand move towards 125 beneath here. Possibly something much more bearish, but for now the target is about 124. All right, bye-bye.